Hello, everybody. Welcome to the probably only calmest episode of Ramcast I think we'll have. Obviously, I'm the main host, Savannah, and we'll go into our introductions left to right. This is our very special teacher, Mr. Golson.
Hey, what's up?
We have Landon.
Hello.
We have Alex.
Yo.
Preston and Cody are behind me.
Sup, boy?
Casey is next to me. Kevin's behind Casey, and Sean over there. This is, and again, sorry for my voice. I'm not sick. My body hates me. So this is about why we've been gone. We've been gone for a very special reason. We made a movie. That's right, a movie. I'll hold for applause. And this is just to congratulate all of us. We did it. We made it. We sent it into a film festival up in Richland
County, Olney, Illinois.
Yeah,
Yep.
which is about an hour, 20-minute drive away. Sadly, we didn't get to go and see it, but it was still a fun thing. Thank you so much for letting us join that. First of all, thank you so much, Sinister Squirrel. We had a great time filming and making it. And this is just kind of the process of making a movie, if you should make your own movie in high school, which if you do, you should do it with a club because doing it on your own is not going to be good for your mental health. Promise you that. But just kind of general questions like that. It's a very more calm, relaxing, low-key episode with no questions of just...
Well, lots of questions.
Well, not like any questions specifically based towards like one thing. They're going to kind of be more about like hitting different directions or hitting different areas. We can kind of go in order if we want to, but I was the director. Our co-director's not here. A lovely actor, well, actor, some more actors. Actor, and other actor, but also our teacher director.
Other actor, yes.
Yeah, other actor and teacher director.
And we got Landry on the camera over there. Get Landry on there. He's,
Wave, Landry, wave, baby.
too.
yeah.
Sassy.
Sassy, baby.
So, let me ask the first question. How did you end up becoming director?
So we have our AV classroom, like Google Classroom from last year, and all of our senior members, I believe, are still on it. I'm still on it at least, because he didn't like get rid of it.
Oh, last year's, yeah.
Yeah, and so I figured we should ask our oldest members who still like are in that what they think it should be, because they're the ones who know everyone. They're the ones who know what to expect. They actually know each other, et cetera, instead of just going, let's have these freshmen or sophomores who have never met us before just try and guess who might be a good person to lead. Because a leader should be somebody that you trust to take control. A leader should be somebody that you would throw them into the fire, they'd take care of everything, they'd come back and they'd be like, that's a great team effort we did.
Throw them into the fire alone?
Yeah.
No, you're going into fire and going with you.
And you're missing your co-director today.
I know, that's what I just said. Sadly, she's sick. Pray that she gets better.
But yeah, in other words, the way you became director is you gave us this and said, hey, let me be a director. And we were just like, okay. We were just
I was like,
might as well.
I stayed up on the summer nights. I was really bored. I was procrastinating my summer homework. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to make this. And I was like, nobody's going to see it until like after August. But I'm still going to make it. Why not?
We were paid to choose Savannah.
You weren't even in it.
I was actually held hostage.
All right, so next question. All right, where did the idea for the movie come from? Like, how did that develop? How would you say, and like what problems or issues ran into that?
Well, we'll start with the first one then, where the kind of main story come from. The main story was weird. We kind of were like throwing everything into the wind because we had no idea on what to do. We had nothing. Like, we didn't know what to do, how to do it, what we should set up beforehand. We were all just kind of scratching our heads and like hoping that one day something would happen.
It honestly felt like 3 movies in one.
At first, it was definitely like 10 movie ideas in one. We had a chase scene where you would chase somebody down the hallways in our school. We had abandoned buildings. We had if you could name a horror movie, we had an idea for it. That was how bad it was at one point. I was like, we have 12 different ideas and I need to pick one. That's not really helpful. So eventually I threw them all onto a wheel board whenever I can't decide. And we got what we called the category of everything is fine in quotation marks, which kind of meant like everything is, okay, but then it just gets weirder and weirder and weirder.
So whose idea was paint eating? Who came up with that?
I thought it was
I
me.
think it was a mixture of you
Yeah, it was
two.
me.
Okay.
Oh.
Who?
Cody and Sean. I think it was a
Cody?
mixture of you two.
And Sean. Okay.
Thank you guys for letting me be on here. This is fun. I'll say
I mean, hey, it's great to have you, Cody.
Immediately gets some camera time. This is too much for you to see.
Well, that was it.
Be safe, Cody. Don't do anything dumb.
Okay.
I don't do anything I would do.
Okay. So.
Sean came up with it. It was one of our main parts.
Okay.
But Cody did, I think, have a little bit in it.
Cool.
He kind of was like almost a pushing of it, and not like a bad way pushing, but pushing it in a good
He
general direction.
promoted the paint eating idea. Okay.
Yeah, he was one of our biggest promoters for
You
it.
know, I think how I come up with it is because, like, I was really hungry, man. I don't know. I think that's how it come to my brain. I was like,
I mean, I was hungry too. We all are hungry
I
after
took
school.
eat. I could
Come on.
literally eat anything to a new level.
Like paint.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So, Casey, why did you decide, A, that you wanted to be the paint eater, and B, like, you really went all out? I mean, like, painting
You went ham, man. You went
the highlight.
ham.
Have you
No, she
even
went
seen the
paint.
scene? Have you seen it?
Yeah.
Good.
Okay, so I decided that I wanted to be paint eater because like paint it like has that consistency to where it's like it's like it looks good, but at the same
You're
time
gonna
I'm not
start-
gonna eat actual paint.
Like
You're gonna
Play-Doh.
start this out with the fact that
Something
paint
tells me
looks
this was a very
good.
clear
Yes,
desire.
yes. You could pour it on chicken or something, and I'd probably eat it.
Casey, so,
could pour it on you.
so you're saying that it's like Play-Doh?
Yes.
Forbidden food.
Yes,
Oh,
yes.
okay,
And that paint was good.
okay.
It tastes like banana.
And
Now,
just to clarify, it was not actual real
It was-
paint.
it
It
was
was banana pudding.
it was
Yeah.
banana pudding, yeah, and it was,
Well, it was real paint until
until it was banana pudding.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
switched it out.
Alex, why, how did you become more or less the lead role? What,
You guys chose me. That was it.
okay.
I was
So-
not there for this conversation. I cannot elaborate.
Yeah, so,
We have a question from the person behind the camera.
yeah,
Go ahead.
Laundry?
Are we interviewing all of the actors?
as many as we have time for.
Yeah.
You're next.
I think you'll switch to I think you'll probably switch and go stand right behind Landon then. I don't know. maybe.
So, Alex, as far as like, I was pretty much like kind of probably the number one reason why. I mean, I don't know. I don't think anybody opposed the idea, but I was like, we need to make Alex the new kid. And I wasn't let down. You did a great job. Just like, what were you trying? Like, what was going through your mind as you're trying to play this role, or what were you trying to do to make it better?
Well, really, the best. How do I put this? My best advantage was I had no idea what was going on,
Okay.
which really fit my character.
Yeah.
You're right. Yeah. Because we didn't really rehearse this very much, if at all. We just kind of filmed it.
Yeah, and the script changed like what 3 times,
Yeah, multiple different times, and sometimes it would be the very same day or the day before.
and you would not tell me.
Well, the problem was, like, I didn't have time. Like, I would be at the school working on the script the night before with Golson, and at 3:30 I'd have to jet because I had work at 4. So I didn't really have a whole lot of time to be like, oh, hey, Golson, we could do X, Y, and Z. I had to be like, okay, we have this amount of time to get an entire script for tomorrow done. We got to get it done today, or else we're not going to get it done tomorrow. We're going to have nothing.
Hey, kept in character.
And,
Yeah.
and that actually, you did seem surprised, but you did a really good job portraying the idea that you were sort of confused and not sure what was going on. So, in the general idea of the movie, Alex is a new kid. He shows up in a new school. It starts off fairly normal, and then it gets weird and progressively weirder. And I'm like the weird teacher. Okay, so let's go over here to Landry.
Yeah, if you want, you can. I was gonna say, yeah, come over here and
Yeah,
stand behind Landon.
yeah.
It sounds like you're about to start singing the Pink Panther theme
Okay.
song.
So,
All right.
Sean, what's your favorite scene in the movie
It has to be the paint eating scene.
after the paint? Well, what part of the paint eating scene did we talk about a lot editing?
Oh yeah. When Casey smacks Landry's hand on the
Took my
Could
favorite
we
one.
get a reenactment of that shot?
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Let's go!
Trade out
Let's
seats.
go!
Trade out seats.
Bet, I got you. I got you.
Eat your paint.
Hold on. That's
Eat your paint.
All right.
Do it again. Do it again.
On our first day of our shoot, our director was predisposed, which kind of like we all have. I mean, this is a side project, and you know, we all got lives, music and jobs, and
Yeah.
other activities and other clubs and robo-rams
And family and.
yeah, so I'm really impressed that we were able to get this done at all. But during our first day of shooting, our director wasn't there, and I had kind of more or less, you were sort of like directing that day between me and you. I was sort of like the muscle, and you were sort of like the inspiration. You know, you were kind of like, yeah, try something more like this. I'm like, everyone shut up! And get in positions! And then you were like, hey, try more. You know,
Sometimes you gotta do that though.
Hey, when you left, I did become scary, okay?
yeah. So,
Did?
Oh yeah, I forgot. Trauma makes it block out everything from the brain.
all right, let's see. Next question. Let's get back to, we've kind of covered the filming.
Did we mention how that slap was completely improvised?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that didn't have
Some-
a plan, right?
Yeah.
Some of our improvisations was some of the best parts we had
Yeah.
in the whole movie. Oh my gosh, some of them were great. Like Casey's entire eating was left all to herself. So she's like, "Don't worry, I'll get you guys the Oscar for this." And she went bananas.
Did go.
She was literally like licking the plate,
It
just
was above and
slurping
beyond.
on in there. It's
above
like
and beyond what was required.
That slap was not supposed to happen. And when I did say slap me, she's over here. Casey's all like, I'm like,
No,
no, that's weak.
hit me harder.
I essentially
slap me.
I essentially said to her what Heath Ledger said to Christian Bale. And I said, just slap me. Just, you're angry at me, slap me. So instead that went from a to a.
Oh!
Maybe you should have used a hammer instead.
Oh no, no. We are.
Yes, oh
Let's go
yes.
Next question. Landon,
So,
were you happy you lived through this? You didn't get hit. You didn't get paint slapped on you or anything. So Landon this is not really, like, I'm surprised he's doing this right now, because Landon doesn't want to be, he's a tech guy. He's going to be, in a couple of years, kind of replacing, our tech crew that we kind of have here at AV. And, we forced him in front of
Hey yo,
the
child labor,
camera.
let's go! Child labor!
I mean, I
So,
was gonna mention something.
yeah.
The original movie, you can actually you can see Golson running around, grabbing students' arc. Oh my gosh, this is beautiful. And I don't know if you did this on purpose or not, Landon, but I can't tell if it was you or him who did this. But Landon's picture and Landon are not shown once. It makes me laugh because I was talking to Macy about this, who's our co-director.
Oh, I skipped Landon altogether?
No, you didn't skip him. What Macy and I were saying is, I bet Landon didn't want to be on film, so he edited himself out so that way he wouldn't be on camera. And I'm like, ingenious.
And that's a good segue. Hold on. Let's get Kevin involved in the conversation.
Yeah.
Oh, we got Kevin back here. Kevin, we're kind of hit and miss with this for a while. You got to be involved in the movie in some way, right?
Yeah, I was kind of a filler character.
Just kind of a filler character.
And a bit of a writer, I will admit.
You helped us with the writing too, which I think we left you out of the credits for that.
Mm-mm.
No, we did.
I'm pretty sure I got him in it.
As a writer.
And I will say this on camera because I already said it to them, but I want everybody to know. My party fell, I did the credits. I missed Luther Highfill as Sean's fill-in for the very last day, and I missed. No, it might have actually been Kevin that I missed.
I think we missed Kevin.
Yeah,
as
I
well.
did miss him on the acting part, but I missed him on the writing part. And again, I'm sorry about that.
Into
Editing.
editing.
And Landry, you can go back to the camera if you want to. No, nothing against you. It's just-
Get out of here!
We gotta have our cameraman, and you're
Get
gonna
outta here.
do the blue table.
I know where I stand.
On the
Behind the
crowd.
camera.
Behind the camera, that's where you stand.
Freaking camera!
Okay.
So, on to editing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Editors, raise your hand. You edited some?
I edited all of it. You guys did nothing.
Excuse me.
I was there in spirit. You guys just
Yeah.
couldn't see me.
Okay. Now,
The opening and closing of the door, that was me.
our editing on this project was definitely like a group project. You know, a group
Effort.
Group
effort. That's
Yeah.
the word I'm looking for. Started with Shauna, and then Shauna was out for a while, and then Landon took over and put some clips in and edited some.
And then Macy took over, and then I took over for the rest of it. And I didn't even mean to do this, but Golson pointed it out. In the credits for the editors, it actually goes in order of who edited first and who edited last. I just think that's neat. All right, that's neat.
What I like is that we, even though we have enough people to do so, everyone had essentially 2 jobs that
Yeah.
they did, and everyone juggled it really well.
Yeah, we did. We threw in a lot of.
I had like 10 hats on during it, but you know what?
Yeah.
It was fine.
Can I just say like a quick story?
Yeah,
Just a
yeah.
quick story. So I got home last night, like right after school, and I was like, "Hey mom, the movie's finished. You want to watch it?" So we watched it, and she just looks at me. She doesn't say anything else. She just goes, "What did I just watch?" She was so confused by it. She's like, "It was good. I mean, editing was great and everything." But she's just like, "What just happened?"
You mean to tell me there's a place to watch this?
It's on YouTube.
Yeah.
It's on YouTube.
It's on YouTube.com. MVTHS AV Club.
And you know,
It's
Close enough.
ABT.
yeah,
AV
AV.
team. Close enough.
And I will say this: if we can figure it out, we'll put it in the iCard. Hopefully, if we can figure it out. If not, it'll be in the description.
I don't know.
I
How to
can
do that.
figure it out.
I know how to do the description one.
Going back to editing real quick, Shauna, as an editor, like, you enjoy that. What's something you like about doing the editing?
You don't have to deal with people. That's definitely a big aspect of it. But I mean, I just really like making, I guess like, taking like a video that's, has nothing to it and then putting a lot into it and making it a lot better, a lot funnier, or whatever you're trying to go for.
Yeah.
I really think that's really great. It's a great way to show creativity.
Cool. You started off with the music, picked out some great music, kind of set, I think, sort of this expectations, I guess, for the rest of the video, and then you picked out the rest of the music.
Well, I will say if Landon did some,
Dan, did you pick out some music?
No.
or not like the music, but he did some of the editing, and it would be,
Yeah, you put a lot of
yeah.
clips in and edited.
which, by the way, very, very helpful.
Yeah.
You may not notice it, but having all the clips just laid out in one area took like so much time off, because you could do one clip that's in the wrong place or a clip that's repeated, and then you get confused in the middle of it whenever you're almost done with it, and it's like, where did this extra clip come from? Why is it here? So I will say, Landon, thank you. You were very
Control C,
helpful.
Control V, Control C, Control V, Control C, Control V.
Doesn't work. It was saved last night.
I don't know anything about how our video was taken. I got a message back, said thank you for entering. We really appreciate it. I don't know anything about how the video, they just had their film festival a couple nights ago. I'm gonna ask and see, like, I don't know if this film festival did awards, or I'm just gonna ask if they had anything, feedback for us. Okay, so.
They take our clip and sell it on the internet.
Yeah. And then, okay, so one other thing I wanted to address is if we've all seen it, except for Landry, you can't really. But okay, I think we've all seen the movie. Now that you've seen the movie and you go back and watch it, let's all try to critique it and like, what's something oh man, I wish we could have changed that. Just let's stick one thing, and we'll start with Shauna.
Okay. I guess like my kind of critique is that just that paint eating scene was so gross, and I had to watch it so many times. It
Late
was
up
so
night,
gross, but it was also my favorite scene at
And,
the same time.
staring insomnia in your eyes. It just.
And then the funniest part about that is, it's like, we were almost fully through the editing. I was watching it with Golson for a little bit, and he's like, you know what? We're gonna do some keyframes here on the paint eating scene. And Sean did not know this until I told him, like, the day that the video was being released and premiered on YouTube. But Golson wanted the eating slurping noises to be much louder and then much quieter.
So
I think I have PTSD. I'll be honest. I
So
have
as you-
PTSD from the slurps.
Yeah,
of the
as you hear it,
I
you can kind of
still
hear it be
the
like
slurps.
a normal volume, and it's like.
Because I'm doing slurps.
I can still hear
We
it.
could have hired you as a special effects sound guy. Think of that next time. Okay, Casey, did you have any critique you'd like to offer? That if you've watched the video and the movie,
I
that
did.
something I would change, something we would do different.
Tasty.
Careful, her brain is loading. Hold on.
How about the amount of paint you got on your glass?
I got it like down here.
I wonder how you got it in your hair. Like in the back of your hair.
Probably because I had some like right here and did like this.
You probably had a pen falling out of your
Just the
hair.
messiness.
Yeah.
Yeah, the messiness.
Anything could be in that afro.
Nothing really.
Nothing really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Nothing's in
Kevin?
that afro.
Kevin, do you
Critiques if you've
did
watched
you
it.
watch the movie? Anything you think we could have done better?
I don't really think so. I mean,
Alright. Okay.
I mean,
Savannah?
technically,
Uh, Okay, from personal director standpoint, first of all, we had a plan. We had an entire timeline written out, but I left for one day for a personal reason, and then it's like, when are we supposed to have this done again? When are we supposed to do X, Y, Z again? It's like, didn't Butch just help us? Which, shout out if you're watching, Butch, I love you, love seeing you, wish you were here.
He's not dead.
He's
Why are you
not.
talking like he's
Not
dead?
yet.
You're about to announce this funeral.
No. To explain, Butch is one of our lovely tech staff workers here at our school, and he kind of pops in from time to time with AV Club and kind of helps us out a bit, or he'll pop in and he'll help out with school functions that we help out with, and he's just kind of a really nice staffer, you know, love to hang out with him. But he had us a whole plan set up, he had us a timeline, and we completely ignored it. So first of all, planning. And then second of all, a couple of the clips were just a little iffy, but in that introspect, it wasn't too horrible. Like, there were a couple scenes where people were just watching the cameras. And I was like,
Yeah,
it
like
works
that
for
guy
the...
behind you making happy faces. You don't ever watch the camera. Like the camera's not supposed to be there.
But it did add to the creepy factor, so we kind of slid it underneath the rug. We're like, it's all right. We're new to making
Had a
movies.
Pennywise effect on some of the scenes, but
Yeah. All right, let's go to Alex.
I guess my thing is that I don't entirely know how many, but like not everyone's like kept consistent with their outfit.
Yeah, I mean that's. Yeah, I cut my hair. In the first shoot, you know, I had long hair. In the second shoot, I had short hair. I don't think anybody probably noticed that,
Yeah.
but
And I specifically wore one of Sean's hoodies
Yeah.
because I was the kid who was just in a hoodie in the back of the class.
Weren't you like only at like the second
You were at the
row?
front.
No, it was supposed to be that kind of whole thing, but whatever.
But you
But I
You
wore
were not in the
shit,
back.
okay? I wore sunglasses and I put a hood up because I was like, I know that if my hair changes, movie's gone. It's dead. We're over, okay? So, in the middle of shooting, homecoming happened, and my mom said, you're getting your hair dyed. So I said, thank God I wore a hoodie. Or stole a hoodie. Because if I didn't, that would have been the biggest continuity error and the biggest elephant in the room.
yeah.
It's a big pink Argyle elephant. You ain't gonna miss it.
Hi, Steve.
I hate that. A
Okay.
pink elephant on parade sequence in double. It gives me nightmares. Nightmares.
Okay, so Landon, did you have any critique? Anything you'd like to add? Nothing. Okay. Well, good. Now get to me then. Well, not.
Let's cut him out again.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's always good.
That's fine.
Big ol' censor bar.
So, okay. So, my critique of the movie, thinking about the planning and stuff like that, right? Okay, so that is very, very difficult to do, I think, as a group of people that meet a couple times a week, on and off, maybe, just to sit down and be consistent about planning a movie. To me, that had to be, the planning part of this movie. There's a lot of people, well, first off, none of us have made a movie before. I've done a lot of video projects. Don't mess with her hair.
Okay, you know what?
Who
I
let
have.
this guy in here?
You know what? I have to leave. I have.
Get him out of here!
All right, Preston.
Bye, Preston.
See ya.
See ya.
Be careful with the door, Preston.
Okay.
No,
There'll be so
this
much
is not
editing
last
for this
season.
episode.
It's
I
not
don't-
last
So,
season.
all right,
Is this supposed to
okay.
be the
Critique,
calmest
critique,
episode?
critique.
Yeah, calm yourself. Back to the critique. So so I think trying to manage like a group, and especially this group, of sitting down and saying, we're gonna like put together a movie, and everybody give me your ideas. It's just gonna be really, 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 really hard to do. So what we kind of did there at the end, I think, the day that we were kind of doing some writing was, it was like everybody throwing out one idea, and then we just picked a couple that we liked. We had a few other ideas. We had a fly eating thing. We had a headless body falling from the ceiling. We had some ideas that just didn't work out. But it ended up, we had more than enough material. I mean, the movie was supposed to be 5 minutes. It was like 6.5.
Exactly 6.5 minutes.
6 minutes, 30
Uh,
seconds.
No, 30. On YouTube, at least it's 30.
I wish we would have started in some ways earlier, as far as like, I would have loved to have reshot multiple scenes. We lost a couple people. Jack and Lydia both went to do tech crew. Jack was going to kind of be a second camera person. We never talked about cameras, by the way. Bennett did a super good job. Bennett, you're gone, but Bennett did a great job.
He's not dead.
We had the same idea.
Long
He's out
lived,
bowling.
Bennett did a great job. He was the only camera person, I think, for the entire movie. I don't think
Yeah.
every shot Bennett did. He used a little gizmo, which can be very tricky sometimes, the camera stabilizer. He did a super good job. There's a few shots, like for instance, one of the things I would have loved to have reshot if we thought about it and done it was like where you say, Johnny gets to eat paint, so lucky.
Yeah.
You're turned around, the camera, you're like talking. The camera should be in your face when you're talking there, so we get that shot of you. I would have liked to have got some more reaction shots from individual students. We got some real cool ones, like with Landry, and just more individual shots of people.
I wanted that painting.
And
Too bad.
I know, like
Smart.
on like professional movie sets, it's like a big thing where they just work it's like 14, 16-hour days every day, because making a movie is hard.
We get like
Yeah.
one.
Yeah, we had like 1 hour. Okay, we got 1 hour. Let's shoot this.
We got 1 hour a week, and
2
that was
hours.
it.
So if we do this again next year, which I think we will, we might have to maybe meet 2 or 3 times. And then how do you get everybody to wear the same clothes every day? I mean, it's just, how do we make sure that the room stays the same that we film in? It's almost really, really, really difficult. And I'm just really proud of what we did as a group, because like I said, it's like, how do you film something like this over a course of 3 weeks in a school that changes constantly anyway.
You time travel.
To-
That's
Yeah.
Animal Crossing, baby Link. Go into my settings real quick.
It's called the multiverse.
But
Ah, crap, Mr. Rossetti.
to go back onto that a little bit, and then we'll head on cameras. Definitely, it was a time thing that very much was in the way of a lot of stuff. I missed one day, and about half of what I had down was like taken out. So for bloopers, and not bloopers, but for behind the scenes, Alex was the new kid. He was supposed to be in a school uniform. And I went to Macy and I was like, so how's everything going? And she's just like, I don't know. And we both just sat there confused for a moment. And she explained to me, I was like, why is Alex not in like a school uniform? And they're like, they didn't really like the idea. I was like,
Yeah, you
okay.
guys never
I
said
was-
anything about that.
That was
Yeah, that's the
fun.
first I've ever heard of a school uniform. But I mean, did you have a school uniform?
I mean, I had one for Rams, so that'd be very weird.
You had
Yeah.
one for what?
I had one, for, Rams.
Oh.
Like little Rams and stuff, like the.
No, this school uniform.
Okay, we don't have a school uniform. We're a public school. No.
Yeah, like a PE shirt.
Alec just wears a jacket. Little Rams.
My preschool outfit.
I was gonna say, I thought you were like,
Little Ram.
I stole it from my cousin.
all you needed was like a button up, some dark pants, and a
Hey.
jacket, but that was it.
What does Mike Tyson say about plans? Everybody has a plan until you get punched in the face.
I'm pretty sure. Wait, no, I was gonna say that was a joke, but no, he's like,
No,
I don't
no.
have a plan.
Yeah.
Which is his plan.
I don't have a plan.
No,
Was our entire mantra
We
for
tried
the
to make
movie.
a movie a couple years ago, back 3 years ago. We tried to make a movie once when I was not even AV Club like sponsor. It was just like anyway. It was probably one of the most frustrating experiences. This one went a lot better than that, just because we didn't have really, like you were director. We didn't really have a director, and so it was sort of like 14 different directors and 12 different ideas, and it just this. I know that there's things that definitely we could change, improve, but as far as compared to what happened the first time we tried to make the wonderful film, what was that called? Manic? Yeah.
Yeah.
Connor knows it.
Anybody from old AV from pre-COVID
Yeah.
will shudder at the word manic.
Yeah.
They will shudder.
It was insane.
With what limited, I guess, supplies, limited abilities we could do, we pulled off a great movie.
Yeah.
I will admit, with what limited abilities we could do, we couldn't change the fact that Golson got a new class this year where they're doing the scenes for kids theater and the regular theater for our high school. We can't change that fact that we'll have big murals that change week from week. We can, however, keep going through and just get on with it, because we're not going to be, this isn't going to be Zack Snyder's cut of the Justice League.
It's gonna be.
This
what's your
isn't-
name again?
Get out.
We have a budget?
Our budget was $0.
We didn't spend any money.
We did this sheerly on just wanting to do it, on love, on hard work, and sure, I'm not gonna compare it to a AAA movie that millions love. It's a
Or a
cult
triple B.
classic.
Yeah, no,
We're gonna
The
compare it.
closest we could get to a AAA is just getting a AAA battery.
Yeah.
Everyone knows that ours was better.
We're gonna compare our movie to other movies like it. So high school movies that have actually been made before. So the people who do Sinister Squirrel up in Richland, we can compare ours to theirs because it's the same thing. They're high school students making a movie based on what limited supplies, people, etc. that they have, and we can compare it to that since it's in the same, I guess, lane. It's in the same level of education. It's in the same level of, you've learned of something and you've
Experience?
yeah, thank you. It's in the same level of experience because not a single person here has had experience with being in a movie. Some of us have been experienced to the last year of our lives in high school. Not the last, but last year. Some of us.
I sadly did not experience my
No,
last
no,
year.
We're all still here.
We're all not dead.
Okay, let me rephrase.
Bless
Let
our
me
hearts.
restart, okay? So, some of us have experienced being behind a camera for the last school year. Some of us have experienced making a podcast and it actually being pretty popular. We've experienced many other things with being behind camera, whereas, other kids don't really know that. They can know that from being in band, but it's much different if you're in band and you're being recorded from far away as compared to having somebody in a room be close to you with a camera or somebody actually asking you questions or you're asking questions. It's a very different thing, and the way that we pulled it off, the way that we were all still mature, kind of, and the way that we got this done, I'm impressed. I'm very, very impressed. So everybody, pat on the back.
I have something to add. I definitely think we should do this again next year.
I definitely
If we
think
get
so.
1,000,
I really think
if
we
we get
should.
1,000 subscribers, we'll redo
But
this.
I think
We'll redo it.
I think we should start working on movie ideas earlier.
Like now?
Definitely. Like have some put in the back of your mind right now and then work on it later.
Yeah.
But also, I do have another story that I just thought of. So, just for context,
You better be the first
after
one
the
along with
paint
us.
scene, This one had a leftover box of pudding. That well, it was like the dry powder stuff. Had the leftover box of it. I put it in my backpack. I was like, okay, I'm gonna take it home. Completely forgot about it. I went and looked in my backpack last week.
It's still there.
The return of the mold pudding.
Hey, it's pudding time, everyone.
Yeah, I went and looked in my backpack last week, and I was pulling stuff out because in my backpack I was like, dang, I really need to clean this. So I'm pulling stuff out, and I just pull out the box of pudding. There's like powder around the side of it. None of it spilled in my backpack, thank God.
The return of the
But
mold.
like, when I pulled it out, and it like popped up in the air.
It's like a Jack in the Box.
Yeah.
It's like,
And I just, I looked at the expiration date. I did throw it away. It was out of date.
Oh my
But-
God. Like,
But I just figured I should tell you that because I thought it was absolutely.
why'd you throw it out? She probably could have ate it.
we filmed that.
Okay, hold on. You thought I was gonna bring it expired pudding powder to school for this one to eat.
It's
I
okay.
mean-
I have more at home. I have more at home.
No. Let me just say something real quick. Keep in mind that them saying I got it out of my bag last week. We filmed that in like the first week of October, second week of October.
No, I think it was
Second week.
September.
Before
Yeah.
Oh, September.
We are
filmed
now in
that-
November.
We filmed that in September. This is currently the day that we are recording this. November 2nd.
September.
No, it is currently November 2nd, and also since we are recording this, and I don't know if it'll get out on my birthday, and I forgot the birthday crown. My birthday's on Friday, the 4th.
Shall we sing now?
Go ahead, sure.
Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday, dear Savannah. Happy birthday to you.
Alright.
Hello, everybody. I'm Savannah. That
Hello.
is Golson. That is Landon. This is Alex. I am me, Casey, Kevin, Sean, Cody, and Preston's chairs back here. Bennett is at bowling.
They are dead.
Laundry's behind the camera.
Laundry.
Laundry.
Again.
We gotta do some laundry.
And this has been